John Musmacher. My colleague is Kenny Wing. And on behalf of the both of us, we'd like to welcome you to the 70th annual commencement exercise of Massapequa High School for the class of 2025. To help preserve the dignity and focus of this evening's ceremony, we kindly ask that you remain seated throughout the event and take all photographs from your seat. Additionally, out of respect for every student and their families, please ensure that all cell phones are turned off or silenced. We also ask that you hold your applause until all graduates' names have been announced so that everyone can fully enjoy and appreciate the special occasion. Thank you for your cooperation. At this time, I'd like to introduce members present from the Massapequa Board of Education, Central Administration, and high school staff. President of the Board of Education, Mrs. Kerry Wachner. Vice President of the Board of Education, Mrs. Janine Caramore. Secretary of the Board of Education, Mrs. Cher LaPrey. Trustee of the Board of Education, Mr. Christopher Brooks. Trustee of the Board of Education, Mrs. Danielle Okudo. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. William Brennan. Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources and General Administration, Mr. Robert Schilling. Assistant Superintendent for Pupil Personnel Services, Dr. Jordan McCaw. Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Brian Trapani. Assistant Superintendent for Business and Operations, Mr. Ryan Ruff. Assistant to the Superintendent for Technology and General Administration, Mr. Brian Piotrowski. Assistant to the Superintendent for Instructional Support and General Administration, Dr. Michelle Walsh. Director of Information Management, Mrs. Yvonne Knott. Principal at the Massapequa High School Ames campus, Mrs. Tanya Willman. Executive Assistant to the Principal at the Ames campus, Mrs. Danielle Kennedy. Executive Assistant for Guidance, Mr. Paul Weber. And your principal at Massapequa High School, Ms. Barbara Lowell.
Good evening, honored guests. May I present the distinguished members of the Massapequa High School faculty in the graduating class of 2025. They will be escorted onto the floor by Executive Assistants to the Principal, Ms. Deja Murphy and Mr. Michael Brzezinski. I would like to invite all guests to please rise to salute the flag and kindly remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. At this point, I would like to introduce Senior Isabella Carigliano, who will be attending Villanova University in the fall, who will be singing the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
You may be seated. Thank you so much, Isabella, for that beautiful performance. At this point, I would like to introduce our district's superintendent, Dr. William Brennan.
Good evening, Massapequa. Welcome, Board of Education, our incredible faculty, staff, administration, proud families, and of course, the real stars of tonight, class of 2025. As your superintendent of schools, I stand before you with deep pride and gratitude. Today isn't just a celebration, it is a milestone, a chance to reflect on your 13-year journey. From your first day of kindergarten to this moment right now, a launch pad full of promise. Walking alongside of you the last years has been one of the greatest gifts of my career. As I considered what to say tonight in this moment, how do I capture the meaning? I kept coming back to a particular question. What do I leave you with as you prepare to write your next chapter? Do I remind you that following your passion is really important, to always stay curious? Do I reassure you that failure isn't the opposite of success, but a necessary part of it? Or do I try to be a little bit clever, urging you to embrace the modern tools today, even ChatGPT, but remind you that your thinking, your voice, and your creativity are priceless and irreplaceable? And I'm going to be honest with you. Finding the right words wasn't easy. Not because I didn't know what you deserve to hear, but because you've accomplished so much and you have overcome so much, and it's so deeply meaningful. If I had to share one powerful truth with the class of 2025, I would share the timeless proverb, iron sharpens iron. So one person sharpens another. It's a reminder that strength isn't built in isolation, it's forged through community. And that's exactly what you've done. You have faced the unknown with courage, compassion. When the path wasn't clear, you stepped forward together as a class, supporting each other, turning setbacks into strengths. And you taught us what true leadership looks like. So instead of trying to find the perfect words, class of 2025, here's what I want to say. Thank you. Thank you for being our best teachers. You have modeled resilience, perseverance, empathy, and leadership that no rubric on this planet could ever capture. You've shown that education isn't just about tests and grades, but about courage, connection, and growth. As your superintendent, I can say with certainty that I have seen you. I've seen you give your all, your grit, your heart, your unity on the field, your spark of imagination in the art rooms, and your ability to create harmony through music. And you've been out in the community, sharing your time, your energy, serving others and lifting others. Over these 13 years, you haven't just grown, but you've helped others rise. I share with you a quote from well-known author Simon Sinek, who says, "The job of a leader is not to be in charge. The job of a leader is to take care of those in their charge." That's exactly what you have done together. And class of 2025, in a world chasing Instagram likes and viral moments, you've shown us what truly matters. And you have embraced the core values of this incredible Massapequa community, leading with heart, standing with purpose, and rising with pride. Thank you to the class of 2025 for teaching us. Can I get a round of applause from the audience for this class? Before I wrap up, let me just share something personal with you. Just last week, I had the chance to speak with so many of you, and you said to me, "It's crazy how fast it all went." I smiled, thinking back to my own 30-year high school reunion, which was 2 weeks ago, just this Friday, just tonight, and it felt like yesterday. We didn't have TikTok. We didn't have any of the social media. We didn't even have Google. Reuniting with classmates gave me time to reflect, not just on how quickly time passes, but on how we choose to spend that time. We talked career, we talked families, we talked life journeys, but here's what stood out. It wasn't the titles, it wasn't the accomplishments, it was the energy behind the stories. Some fired up, totally passionate about what they do. Others, not so much. And fulfillment wasn't tied to just one path. It showed up in all different forms, or sometimes not so much. I'm inspired by the words of our very own Will Stebner, who said to me a few weeks ago, "If you don't love what you do, you are not living." Let that sink in. If you don't love what you do, you are not living. Because real living isn't just clocking in or showing up. It's fully showing up, passionately and authentically. So whatever your path, you take college, career, military, the arts, entrepreneurship, don't hold back. Go all in. Go all in. And you're going to have tough days. It happens. But I challenge you to think about this. I get to do this. I get to do this. Will, thank you for that reminder. At the heart of it all, the Massapequa vision statement is crystal clear. Creating leaders one child at a time. You've embodied that. You've earned this moment, and not because it was handed to you, but because you worked for it. Each of you, your story is one of empowerment. Your future's wide open. No one can limit you unless you let them. So my final message isn't one of just reflection, but it's a challenge. The world doesn't just need your talents, but it needs your voice, your character, and your courage. Today marks approximately your 2,340th day of school. How about that? Parents, do you remember when they were just getting on the bus for kindergarten? So what does that mean? That means that for nearly 2,400 mornings, you stood hand over heart and you said the Pledge of Allegiance. The same words spoken by your parents, your grandparents, and your great-grandparents. Perhaps at times it may have felt a little like routine, but today, on this edge of this milestone, I challenge you to pause and to reflect and let those words you've spoken now for over a decade echo a little bit differently, carrying a new weight, not the weight of repetition, but of respect and responsibility. Not the motion of habit, but the motion of honor and heritage. Let these words anchor you in gratitude for all of those that have come before you and carry you forward with integrity and purpose. Class of 2025, I truly want to say thank you. Thank you for teaching us. Thank you for being the light when we need it the most. For the lessons you've shared and the legacy you've left, we are so proud of you. As you step into what's next, go with passion, go with purpose, and never forget, the world does not shape you. You shape the world. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go lead the way, and may God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Brennan. Good evening again to all the parents, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Good evening to all the graduates. It's so great to see all your smiling faces out here. I'm so happy to celebrate this graduating class. It is with immense pride and emotion that I acknowledge that this is the 70th commencement ceremony of our beloved school. As both your principal and a proud alumnus, standing here today feels like coming full circle. The school is so much more than just brick and mortar. It is the heart of our community, a place where generations have grown, learned, and become family. 70 years ago, in 1955, the year that Michael J. Fox visited during the film Back to the Future, I'm sure some of you parents remember that movie, it seemed so like a different world, and that movie came out in 1985, and it was just 30 years difference. And now 40 years after that, we're looking back and looking at the total of 70 saying, oh my gosh, how different it was. But actually, the first graduating class, the school year 1955-1956, were not so different than all of you sitting in front of me today. That was a class of just over 200 seniors. And on June 8th, 1956, they had their first senior award ceremony. And I can only hope that theirs was not 3.5 hours like ours was on Monday night, because theirs started at 8:30. They would have been there until after midnight. And on June 21st, 1956, they attended the first MHS senior prom, and it was in the gymnasium. And they all danced to the music of the band The Downbeats, which I'm sure played a different style of music than all of you danced to on Wednesday night at our prom. And on Sunday, June 24th, 1956, the Massapequa High School held its first graduation in the auditorium, and those seniors sat in front of their families, their friends, and their teachers, waiting to hear their name called, walk across the stage, receive their diploma, and toss their cap into the air. And just like you, the class of 2025 has finally reached that milestone. And it reflects not just your academic achievement, but resilience, compassion, and unity. Their principal in 1956 was Mr. Arthur Rohr, and he shared with them a piece of advice during his graduation speech, and I quote, "I'm sure you have discovered that during your high school years, school is like a bank. The more you put in, the more you get in return. And you will find, once again, that in college, in the working world, and in life in general, the same rings true. The more you put in, the more you get in return." He also reminded them that they are working towards building the traditions of Massapequa High School. Well, I'm very happy to say that 70 years later, the seniors sitting in front of me tonight have fulfilled those traditions and improved upon them and created their own. So I am thankful as the principal to have gotten to know these students over the years, because they have shown me the absolute best that Massapequa has to offer. This year, we walked through both joy and sorrow together. We celebrated championships, most recently with the spring season, but in every sports season this year. You have been honored with over $14 million in scholarship money. You have had, that deserves a round of applause. You, as a cumulative class, have a GPA of over a 90. And this year's class has had artistic triumphs with this year's production of the Addams Family. We've also had several NISMA All-State recipients. You have led with courage, you have innovated with creativity, and you have supported one another with unwavering kindness. In times of hardship, you showed us what it means to be community. You lifted each other up, you leaned on your teachers, and you reminded us all of why this school and town is so special. It's not just the lessons that are learned in the classroom, but the lessons of humanity, of empathy, and perseverance. It is all that you have accomplished. To our families and community members here today, thank you. Thank you so much for your support, for your late night pep talks to your children, to your tireless volunteering and unwavering belief in these students have made this moment possible. This celebration belongs to you as well. To faculty and staff, you are the quiet heroes behind every success story. Your dedication, your patience, your passion have shaped the young minds and hearts. Thank you for being mentors and role models to our students and to our graduates, the class of 2025. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, carry with you the spirit of MHS. Remember the laughter in the hallways and the lessons learned through both triumph and trial, and the people who stood beside you. Let the roots that you have grown here at Massapequa help you grow and soar into the future. The world needs your light. It needs your compassion. It needs your creativity. It needs your courage. And no matter where life takes you, know that you will always have a home at MHS. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We are so proud of you. As you go forward with hope and purpose and knowledge that you are deeply loved, on behalf of Mr. Brzezinski, Ms. Murphy, Mr. Musmacher, Mr. Wing, Mr. Weber, and myself, we wish you all of the best and congratulate you on all of your accomplishments. And as you look ahead, remember the words of Eleanor Roosevelt: "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." So dream boldly, believe fiercely, and never forget where you came from. You are officially an alumni of a National Blue Ribbon High School and a Chief for life. Thank you, and go Chiefs. And just so you know that I wasn't making any of that up, I found a newspaper article from 1956 that had Mr. Rohr's quote in it and the original program from the 1956 award ceremony. Tonight we are proud to present 4 distinguished student leaders as keynote speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our first keynote speaker. She is the General Organization President. She will be studying nursing next year at Long Island University, Ms. Olivia Valaroso.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olivia Valaroso, and I'm honored to be your Senior GO President of Massapequa High School. On behalf of the senior class, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2025 graduation ceremony. Today, we celebrate not only the 4 years we spent together, but also the entire journey of hard work and dedication that has brought us to this moment today. Today is the day that we've been waiting for since we stepped foot into this building. I know that I've been waiting for this moment since the 3rd grade. Today is the day where we say goodbye to this chapter of our lives. Today is the day where we get to say that we made it through high school and we get to celebrate that. We've reached the end of the chapter, but just because a chapter is over doesn't mean you can never go back and relive it. All the memories and experiences you have over these 4 years will forever be with you at MHS. Whether that be attending your first football game, passing out candy grams during the holidays, planning your walkout for pep rally, Mr. Wing, I'm going to need that video that you took of kick line, or square dancing in the gym, or jumping in that jump split for the first time at halftime. You will forever hold these memories with you, but right now, these are our last moments. Not all of us are ready to let go to the teachers and educators that pushed us to be the best humans we could be, or the teachers who believed in us when no one else did. Some of us aren't ready to let go, and I'm here to tell you that that's okay. It's okay to not be ready for what comes next because the most of us aren't. We don't really know what comes next. I think that a lot of us in this room have an idea of what today would be like. We had an expectation of what today would be like, and maybe for some of us, we're just as confused now as we were when we walked in the building for the first time at MHS. Maybe we all have a pin in our stomach and our hands sweating because we don't know what's going to happen next. I know standing up here, I have that pin in my stomach because of as much as a little as we planned that would happen today. There were a couple times in the last 4 years that I've been here that I convinced myself that I wouldn't see this day, and that I couldn't work hard enough to be here. I can almost guarantee that every single one of you in this room has told yourself at least once that you wouldn't be able to do this. I want everyone to close their eyes and think back to the time where they felt that they wouldn't make it in this room today. And when you have that moment in your head, I want you to take a deep breath, and as you think about it, I want you to take a deep breath and live in that moment again. Just for a second. I'm not asking you to throw that memory or that moment away because that moment you just thought of is proof that you can overcome anything. So I'm asking you to always remember the day you felt like you couldn't make it right. After that memory pops into your head, I want you to remember that this one, because the only reason I'm standing in front of you right now is because we overcame that memory. And that my thought, we overcame one hard time and we will overcome the rest of those hard times. High school was challenging, and I think that all of us at one time or another felt like we couldn't be here, but we are. In our cap and gowns, waiting for our names to be called and get our diplomas. We made it. We did it. And this chapter of our lives might be over, but we have our whole lives to make memories. But unfortunately, our last moments with the class of 2025 is coming to a near end. We've reached the end of the chapter, but this new chapter of our lives is just the beginning. This new journey is only just starting. We walked out of these doors today after we received our diploma. This chapter will be closed and will forever have the memories that came with the experiences that live within the hollowed walls of MHS. Don't let these experiences go to waste, but don't dwell on the choices that you made, because the very reason you're sitting here today is because of all those choices you made. So take every experience as a lesson to remember and never forget. As I get to the end of my speech, I would like to dedicate this part to the two people that made this all possible. My twin pillars, which whom I cannot stand without, my parents. May they please stand so I can honor them. Mom and Dad, I stand up here today in hopes that I made you proud and that I've done everything for you. Sorry. Through the tough times and disagreements we made about cleaning my room or having the car back at 11, I want you to know that everything I do is to make you happy because I simply wouldn't be here without you today. To every parent in the audience, I hope you know and acknowledge this too. We, the class of 2025, are pushing day in and day out, not only for ourselves, but for the wonderful people that are waiting for us at home. If you're a parent or the guardian of the class of 2025, please stand for your recognition. I would like to leave you with a quote from Phoebe Bridgers. That quote being, "Anyway, don't be a stranger. Please don't become a stranger to me. Text me about the new friends you make throughout college or work. Call me when you just need someone to talk to. Invite me to your weddings and baby showers. Come say hi when you see me at the grocery store. Wave at me when we pass each other on the road. And always know, as Sheriff Woody said, you have a friend in me." Congratulations to the class of 2025. I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Olivia. That was wonderful. Our next speaker is the president of the class of 2025, Mr. Jackson Yonner. He will be attending the University of Michigan and will study astronomy and astrophysics in the fall.
I would like to start off with a disclaimer. I only use ChatGPT a little bit. Massapequa High School, how are we doing tonight? My name is Jackson Yonner, and I'm honored to stand here before you as the senior class president of the graduating class of 2025. And to prove to my future children that I was the class president, I just really want to get a picture of me in front of everybody. Thank you for that. Now, after that, I wouldn't call myself a politician, but after the Secretary of Education's press conference a few weeks ago and that picture I just took, some might disagree. But the term president really does make me sound like a politician. One of my old social studies teachers always used to tell me that the main job of a politician is to get reelected. But as a senior class president, you can't really get reelected. So this begs the question, what's the main job of the senior class president? What does the senior class president do? In my opinion, the main responsibility of the senior class president is to inspire school spirit and pride into the entire student body, especially to the senior class. To make each day stand out, to make this final year unforgettable, to make the best, most fun year possible, because that's what senior year should be. And with the help of my student council, we worked hard to make this vision a reality. Some of my favorite moments include launching t-shirts into the crowd at pep rally, delivering singing grams dressed as a Christmas present. Yes, I did that. Winning senior field day, go Birch Lane, and speaking to younger students about involvement and digital responsibility. And of course, the unforgettable memories we made just 2 nights ago at prom, hence my voice being a little bit raspy. While I poured my heart into this role, I could never have done it alone. This year's student government, arguably the most active one Massapequa has seen, was made up of 16 dedicated students, each playing a vital role. I just wanted to say thank you to all of them, which is why I'm going to name drop them. So thank you, Kaya, for managing our budget and launching Massapequa's first ever homecoming dance. Thank you, Damien, for asking the smartest questions. Thank you, Nicole, for consistently bringing the greatest ideas. Thank you, Will and Sam. Thank you, Isabel and Jack, for always having my back. Thank you, Olivia, for your amazing banners. Thank you, Brennan and Sophia. Thank you, Kira and Sam. Thank you, Luke and Brooke. I appreciate all of you. And I also want to thank the previous class presidents before me for answering all of the questions I had about this role. And I have a lot of questions if you know me. And to my vice president, Billy Skirba, I don't even know who you are, but my right-hand man, thank you for everything. We couldn't have done this without your tireless work. And I wouldn't want to have anyone else as my vice president. And lastly, thank you to Ms. Sapula for guiding us with patience and unwavering support. And to the parents, teachers, coaches, custodians, cafeteria staff, thank you for making Massapequa High School such a special place to me and everyone else. And lastly, I want to take a moment to thank God and my parents for putting me here, and to my brothers, Jimmy, Joe, and Johnny, for being the best mentors I could ever ask for. But this speech isn't just about student government or parents or faculty. It's most importantly about all of us, all 464 of us. I really don't know if that's right. That's just what Naviance told me. So we may not have all started in the same place, but today we're here together. This year alone, we've seen Long Island champions, brilliant scholars, gifted artists, tech wizards, and some of the best Clash Royale players this world has ever seen. The talent and drive in this class are unmatched, and I truly believe each and every one of you is capable of greatness. To name a few, I'm going to name drop again. Joey Diesso, your Snyder award-winning character will take you far. Austin and Tyler Benedict, your dedication to music is beyond admirable. I swear I heard angels every time I heard Austin pick up that trumpet. Annalisa Cohen, I know I don't even know you that well, but I know your walk-off moments on the softball field were pretty incredible. And that's just scratching the surface. Will Stebner, Tyler Vialta, Sam Ports, Ryan Keene, Chris Cordero, I could go on. I commend all of you for all of your feats, whether I mention them or not, because when you strive for greatness, you inspire others to do the same. And that, to me, is the spirit of the Massapequa Chief, the leader who leads by inspiring others to follow in their footsteps. You don't need awards or accolades. You don't need to be Joey Diesso or Will Stebner to be great. Although they are great, all it takes is grit, determination, and heart. And while I may get teased for being corny in a time where it's considered to be cool to be nonchalant, I genuinely care about each and every one of you, whether you were my best friend or someone I barely knew. And that's why I ran for class president, to make this year meaningful for everyone. And I'm so proud of all of you, and I can't wait to see what's next, whether it's college, a trade, the military, or something else entirely. Stay in touch. I'm on Snapchat, I'm on Instagram, and yes, I do have a phone number if you want it after the ceremony. But this year has also taught us that life doesn't always go according to the plan. Sometimes God has a different path in store. And if you take away anything from this speech, let it be this. Show confidence and love to everyone you meet, because you never know when your last moment with someone might be. We were reminded of this with the heartbreaking loss of our dear friend, Connor Kaysen. His bright blue eyes and infectious smile brought joy to everyone he met. And though he's no longer with us, Connor's spirit lives on within all of us. Long live CK37. His memory has motivated us to live fully and love deeply, and that's a legacy that can never fade. I wanted to close my speech tonight with a quote from famous astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's a little corny, but as I've already said, so am I sometimes. The quote goes as follows: "The total number of people that have ever been born is about 100 billion. But how many total possible people can be born? That number is astronomically large. 10 to the 30th power, which is a billion, trillion, it's likely even bigger than that. Which means in practical terms, no one who will ever be born will be identical to you. That's not the most important fact. It's the fact that we are the lucky ones. We're the ones who get to die, because you only get to die for having lived. Most people who could ever exist will never even be born. So you're alive, not dead. So smell the flowers, drink in the sunsets, the sunrises, the majestic sky above you. Celebrate life, because you won the lottery. Most people will never even know there was a lottery. And if that's not motivation to live your life to the fullest, I really don't know what is. So thank you so much, class of 2025. Congratulations. Let's go out and live like we mean it. God bless you all. God bless Massapequa High School. God bless America. God bless TC. Once a chief, always a chief. I'm out. Peace.
Thank you so much, Jackson, and congratulations. This year, we are celebrating a graduating class of over 450 seniors. After today, the graduates will go in diverse directions, and a number of seniors have chosen to attend military academies or enroll in a college ROTC program, or have the intent to enlist in a branch of the military. At this time, I ask that Raymond Bowden, Liam Doherty, and Tyler Hoppy please stand. They will enlist in the United States Marines, the U.S. Coast Guard, and the U.S. Navy, respectively. Stay standing. I also ask that Damien Litoire, Samantha Ports, and Jackson Yanner please stand. All three of those students are enrolled in a United States Army ROTC program at their respective colleges. And lastly, I invite Isabella Taylor to please stand. She will be attending the Naval Academy at Annapolis this fall. Whether through attending an academy, an ROTC program, or an intent to enlist, these 7 students have chosen to serve our country. I ask that we please recognize these students with a round of applause, and we are grateful for your service. Thank you again. You may be seated. At several year-end ceremonies, our graduates have received scholarships and awards, recognition for academic achievement and extracurricular efforts, and for community service. Many of our students, individually or as team members, have reached peak levels of success within their teams and organizations. A number of our students are distinguished today by wearing cords or medallions from state, national, and internationally recognized honor societies. These distinctions are all noted in our program book tonight. We will also be awarding some medallions tonight on behalf of each department to the most outstanding student in that department of the graduating class. Students, we will announce your names. Please make your way towards the stage to accept your medallion. On behalf of the English Curriculum Associate, Ms. Tina Farrell, and the MHS English faculty, the English medallion is awarded to Kaya Muller. The Social Studies medallion is awarded to Zachary Kim. Congratulations. On behalf of the Mathematics Department, the Math Medallion is awarded to Ryan Keene. Congratulations. On behalf of the MHS Science faculty, the Science Medallion is awarded to Shay Ringel. Congratulations. On behalf of the World Language Department, our World Language Medallion is awarded to Katie Grieve. Congratulations. On behalf of the Fine and Performing Arts Department, the Music and Art faculty, the Music Medallion is awarded to Austin Benedict. Congratulations. The Art Medallion is awarded to Sydney Walinchis. Congratulations. On behalf of the Career, Technical, and Business Education teachers, the Business Education Medallion is awarded to Michael Gennady. Congratulations. The Family and Consumer Science Medallion is awarded to Ava Castellano. Congratulations. The Technology Medallion is awarded to Hunter Abruzzo. Congratulations. On behalf of Mrs. Denise Baldinger, our chairperson for health, who's here tonight, and our health teachers at MHS, the Health Medallion is awarded to Nathan Hellman. Congratulations. On behalf of our physical education teachers, the Physical Education Medallions, there are two. Our female medallion for physical education goes to Roxy Gunning. And the male medallion goes to Jack Parks. Congratulations to you both, and congratulations to all our award winners. Big round of applause for everyone. We also hand out 2 more medallions to the 2 highest ranking students in the senior class. The General Excellence Medallion is awarded to the salutatorian, a student who has the 2nd highest academic average in the class and has exhibited outstanding qualities of scholarship and positive school involvement. I am pleased to present our salutatorian for the class of 2025, headed to Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, studying chemical engineering, Mr. William Stebner.
Before I begin, I'd like to thank my parents. Can they please stand? Their hard work inspires me every single day, and I wouldn't be at this podium if it weren't for them. Hello, Massapequa School District faculty, friends and family of the graduating class, and most importantly, the Massapequa High School class of 2025. My name is Will Stebner, and I'm honored to speak before you today as your class of 2025 salutatorian. Since school ended last Thursday, some of you probably didn't think about high school again until prom 2 days ago, or maybe not until graduation today. I haven't been given that luxury though, because I've had this speech to write. And out of all the assignments I've had over these past 4 years, I think I struggled the most with writing this speech. At first, I had no idea where to begin, so I turned to something that connects all of us, our school. Education has been, and will probably always be, one of the most important parts of my life, both being a student and being a teacher. One of the kids that I tutor once told me, diamonds are formed under pressure. Now, he said it as a joke because he didn't want to study for his AP World exam until the night before, but those words stuck with me. It reminded me how growth often comes during the toughest times, and that waiting until the last possible second to get your assignments done, including me writing this speech, doesn't make us unprepared. We just need a little pressure to make something beautiful. Now, I'm sure there have been many class presidents and top graduates who have stood at this podium before me, who have said they were nervous to speak in front of a crowd this large. And I can't lie, I am too. Truthfully though, I was more nervous writing this speech than I am right now giving it before thousands of people, including everyone watching from home. While writing this speech, I realized this is my final high school assignment, and I really wanted it to mean something. I mean, you give 13 years of your life to 4 different schools, and they give you only 5 minutes to speak at graduation. Still, I had no clue what to say until a few days ago. That's when I realized it wasn't just about what I wanted to say, but about the people who have made me who I am. So I didn't write the speech alone. I had the people who have had the greatest impact on me during my time at Massapequa write it for me, from what they said in my yearbook. Because the truth is, I wouldn't be here without them. They helped shape the person I am today. And here's what a few of them said. I was told I'm a source of motivation. I'm the definition of a good friend. I'm the only friend they need. I'm one of the best people they know, and they don't know how they'll make it through college without me. I'm always willing to help. I'm like a brother. And Sam, our valedictorian, said I'm the smartest person she knows, which is ironic because she is the valedictorian. Reading all these things made me realize how meaningful these years have been. So whether you've seized every moment of high school and never want to leave, or counted the days until today, or had mixed feelings about high school, that's okay. Just don't become a stranger to the people who care so much about you. Getting older is a lot easier when you keep the people you love close. So I want you, when you get home, to reread your yearbook and think about who motivates you and who's always there for you. Think about the only friend that you need and the friend you won't survive college without. Never forget them. Good luck and congratulations, Massapequa High School class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations, Will. And we are now pleased to award the last medallion to our valedictorian. This student has the highest academic average in the class of 2025. He's also active and visible and an outstanding citizen in our school. Please welcome the valedictorian, who's headed to Amherst College in the fall to study mathematics and play softball, Miss Samantha Ports.
Good evening, administrators, teachers, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. As I stand here today, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to all of you. To our administrators, thank you for your leadership and for creating an environment where we can grow and thrive. To our teachers, your passion, patience, and dedication have truly inspired us. The lessons we have learned in the classroom will serve us well in the future. To our families and friends, your unwavering support, love, and encouragement have been our foundation through every late night and early morning. And to the class of 2025, what an incredible journey it has been. We've faced challenges, celebrated victories, and grown together in ways that will stay with us forever. I am honored to be speaking tonight and could not be here without all of you by my side. A special congratulations to our class salutatorian, Will Sebner. Will, we were study partners and you are the smartest, hardest working person I know, and I'm proud to call you one of my best friends. It's well known in Massapequa that if you have a question, ask Will Sebner. To my parents, thank you for always being there to support me no matter what. Your unconditional love and involvement in my life has helped me get to this point, and for that, I'm very grateful. When I think about what it means to be a Massapequa chief, I am reminded that it's about embodying the spirit of leadership, resilience, and service. It's about being a chief in every aspect of life, by stepping up to support others, volunteering, lending a hand to a neighbor in need, or standing up for what is right even when it may be difficult. And being a chief is not just an accomplishment, but a responsibility to carry forward the legacy of our community, to uphold the values that define us, and to serve those who have helped shape us into who we are today. As a young girl, I was inspired and drawn to a life of service by my grandfather. He often told stories of his service while enlisted in the United States Marine Corps during the Vietnam War. I remember visiting Eisenhower Park with my family on Memorial Day and watching military helicopters perform maneuvers. The pride in my grandfather's face always stayed with me, and the respect and gratitude that others showed to him caused me to have great admiration. It instilled in me a strong desire to serve my country and inspire others through my actions and words, the same way my grandfather inspired me. He lives a life that reflects duty, sacrifice, and pride in something bigger than himself. Through him, I learned that service isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, it's steady, it's showing up when others can't or won't. It's giving more than you take. It's living your life in a way that lifts others up. It's helping others and receiving no other benefit except the knowledge and feeling that you truly made a positive impact in someone else's life. Be a chief for your family, for your community, and for your country. The spirit of service runs deep, not only in my family, but also in this school and this community. Growing up in Massapequa, I remember the pride our community displayed at 4th of July parades, Christmas tree lightings, Park After Dark, and many other community events. Massapequa comes together and supports its families and friends in times of celebration and in times of sorrow. Massapequa is special. We care for our neighbors, take pride in our community, and it is displayed throughout our town. For example, the outpouring from our community was overwhelming as so many came to support the varsity softball team win its third Nassau County and Long Island championship in 4 years and compete for a state title in Binghamton. To my teammates and coaches, I want to thank all of you for the greatest senior season, which is beyond what I could have dreamt of. We are family, and family is forever. I believe in the power of service. I believe that leadership begins with sacrifice. And I believe that my grandfather's legacy and the legacy of being a chief calls me to something greater. For me, that service is ROTC during college and active service as a second lieutenant in the United States Army upon graduation. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Those words are more than just a famous quote. To me, they are a mission, a calling, a responsibility, and they have shaped the path I've chosen. So, to my fellow graduates, class of 2025, I challenge you to find your calling, your passion, your motivation. And whatever path you choose, I challenge you to find a way to serve. Go forward with courage, with pride, and with the heart of a chief. Chiefs lead, chiefs give back, chiefs serve. Once a chief, always a chief. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Congratulations. Today, as we gather to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2025, we pause solemnly to acknowledge the absence of a beloved member of our graduating class who is eternally in our hearts, Connor Kaysen. Connor was a bright light in our school community. He was kind and curious and full of promise. A member of our band and varsity ice hockey team, his presence touched many lives, and his absence has been deeply felt by classmates, teachers, friends, and family alike. Though his journey was tragically cut short, his spirit continues to inspire us. In recognition of his place among the class of 2025 and the impact he made during his time with us, we are proud to present a Massapequa High School honorary diploma to Connor's family. This diploma symbolizes not only his academic journey in the Massapequa schools, but the love, laughter, and legacy that he leaves behind. The diploma, along with the 2025 edition of the Massapequa High School yearbook, which was dedicated to Connor and was provided to Mrs. Kaysen and his brother this morning. The yearbook had been signed by many of you sitting in front of me, and also had been signed by staff members in all 4 of the buildings that Connor attended in Massapequa schools. The class of 2025 has also donated funds to plant a tree dedicated to Connor's memory and a memorial banner that will hang in our gymnasium. Please join us in a moment of silence as we remember Connor Kaysen, a cherished member of the class of 2025, our school community, and a chief forever. Thank you so much. Board of Education members, Superintendent Brennan, school district, staff, and guests, the members of the class of 2025 have satisfied all local requirements and have the intent to satisfy all remaining regions' requirements as stipulated by the State of New York and the Massapequa Board of Education for a high school diploma. It is my pleasure to begin the diploma presentation ceremony at this time. Mrs. Eva Arnold and Mrs. Nicole Green will present the class, assisted by our Deans of Students, Mr. John Musmacher and Mr. Ken Wing, and our senior class advisor, Mrs. Nicole Zapula. We kindly request that all applause be held to the end so that each student's name can be heard clearly. Graduates, as you line up to cross the stage, remember that your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, families, and friends are here tonight to witness this accomplishment. Please remain quiet while in line so that every name can be heard. Give them a smile, a wave, and show the excitement in your eyes for what's next to come as you cross the stage.
Samantha Grace Ports. William George Stebner. Jackson Orion Yonner. Olivia Isabella Valoroso. Cassandra Rose D'Arcy. James Tyler Kelly. Anna Grace Abuso. Hunter Thomas Abruzzo. Donya Fadi Abuzaid. Lila Elizabeth Adamo. Julia Cecile Alessandro. Jerome Anthony Alessi Jr., Donnie Eileen Almeida, Danielle Alexis Alvarez, Nicholas James Ambrosio, Alexandra Elaine Angelo, Lana Grace Angulo, Matthew Bruce Antonetti, Thomas Vincent Antonetti, Ashley Isabella Arce, Nicholas Paul Archipolo, Alexa Rose Ashby, Anthony Joseph Ogello, Nicholas Michael Ogello, Tyler Anthony Ogliaro, Gina Marie Aiello, Brooke Ashley Baglioni, Jimmy Alexandra Balam Geronimo, Madison Eleanor Balducci, Gianna Bacchi, Astrid Valeria Bardelas Enamorado, Angelina Ana Bartolomeo, Massimo Antonio Batista, Caitlin Rochelle Beitler, Dylan Andrew Belfiore, Grace Elizabeth Bembenek, Austin James Benedict, Tyler Justin Benedict, Giuseppe Benate, Farida Michiko Benamu, Tatum E. Benito, Anthony Vincent Bennett, Antonella Joan Bianculi, Thomas Anthony Biggin, Gianna Marie Biordi, Jillian Rose Biondo, Jordan Samantha Blee, Justin Thomas Bohenick, Jack T. Boland, Joseph James Bonazia, Ariana Maria Bora, Raymond James Bowden, Isabella Amelia Boykin, Emma Grace Brady, Olivia Grace Brescia, Gabriel Mingfei Broer,
Abigail Savannah Browder, Anthony Evan Brower, Brooke Elizabeth Brown, Brandon Christopher Borick, Katie Grace Bush, Joseph James Cacciatore, Salvatore Cafisi Jr., Gianna Ella Calisano, Alessia Marie Cardinale, Gianna Nicole Cardone, Jonathan Anthony Carino Pittman, Emily Helene Carpentieri, Elizabeth Rose Carroll, Ava Bella Castellano, Angel Miguel Castillo, Miguel Angel Castillo, Nicole Catherine Castangue, Alexandra Diane Castro, Sydney Marie Cavaluso, Moises Martin Sabalos, Allison Natasha Selly, Riley Elizabeth Seragino, Ava Hamilsa Chaikin, Joseph Michael Chapina, Endian Chen, Jack Anthony Chiaramonti, Alexander Kalemi, Kirsten Mira Chin, Alexis Conchetta Christie, Lucas Andre Cristone, Peyton Lynn Christopher, Luke Francesco Chiaravino, Brendan James Chiarlo, Sammy Michelle Cicia. Danielle Lynn Cifarelli. Harrison James Clark. Ashley Colfer. Caitlin Colfer. Robert Thomas Cole. Paul Frederick Colasano. Nikki Ryan Condi. Josie Antoinette Canetta. Thomas William Connolly. Christopher John Cordero. Matthew Aaron Corey. Isabella Rose Carigliano. Ryan Vincent Costanza. Alexandria Megan Cowan. Emily Rose Coyle. Angelina Krakow. Mariella Nicole Krakow. Jada Brianna Crawford. Jack Aiden Cribben. Jonathan Robert Crishy. Samantha Grace Critchley. Sean Robert Cronin. Finn Ryan Curley.
Liliana Catriona Curley. Michael Thomas Curley. Lila Grace D'Agostino. Corey Anthony D'Elia. Kira Lynn Denez. Cooper Max Danielson. Brielle Marie Dargenio. Carissa Linda Dargenio. Jackson William Davis. Emma Lee D'Angelo. Leandro Xavier de Cuba. Vincenzo Joseph Della Porta. Emma Mary Delmar. Emily Demirdas. Ryan Edward Dempsey. Haley Georgianne Dennis. Peter Andrew Durasmo. Olivia Joan DeSetto. Elijah Jude De Stefano. Olivia Jean De Tomaso. Juliana Sophia Classi. Michael Philip Devlin. Joseph John Di Dominica. Joseph Leonard Diesso. Emily Nicole Diffendale. Isabella Ann DeGennaro. Gianna Nicole DiLucci. Andrew Anthony Diorio. Marissa Kate DiPietro. Ryan Vincent DiStefano. Liam Daniel Doherty. Nina Claire Domingo. Delaney May Donato. Paige Mackenzie Donahue. Samantha Riley Donovan. John Robert Dooling. Madeline Rose Douglas. Andreas Michael Estafu. Jack Thomas Egan. Madison Rose Ellis. Robert John Engelhart. Riley Grace Esslinger. Marisabel Espinoza. Juliana Esposito. Kirsten Hope Farrell. Stephanie Maria Fora. Lonnie Fedorov. Juliana Fernandez. Mackenzie Yebin Ferrara. Damian Figlia. Colleen Marie Flynn. Charlotte Vincenza Focarazzo. Emily Ann Folchik. Robert Michael Ferran. Braden Madeline Ford. Michael John Fossorilli. Aniel Emmanuel Fragoso Russo.
Dominic Franco. Sophia Giselle Fritas. Emily Frenzel. Ava Rose Gadbois. Anthony Michael Gagliano. Thomas Ryan Galante. Christopher Michael Gansey, Jr., George Alexander Garcia, Lauren Rose Gargiulo, Paige Bridget Gargiulo, Jocelyn Garnello, Jack Michael Gaynor, Kenneth William Jean III, Christopher Michael George, Leah Ruth Gerby, Sarah Emily Germain, Mia Rose Giannico, Aaron Caleb Gibbs, Gianna Amalia Gigante, Hunter Theodore Gillis, Michaela Margaret Gillis, Sophia Rose Giuliani, Ava Charlotte Glenn, Gabriel Antonio Gomez, James Carver, Anthony Michael Goncalves, Mark Ray John Green, Katie Marie Grieve, Rebecca Elizabeth Griffin, Laura Janie Grisanti, Sabrina K. Grisanti, Isabella Ruiz Grosso, Karen Marie Despina Guardino, Alexandro Daniel Guerra, Giovanni Lorenzo Guerrerio, Roxy Lee Gunning, Thomas Patrick Harding, James Patrick Hart, Lucy Moran Hart, Sana Hassan, Rebecca Miriam Hauserman, Alexander Joseph Hecht, Harrison John Heckman, Brooke Bell Heller, Nathan Abraham Hellman, Mia Jane Henderson, Alicia Esther Henry, Kayla Anaya Henry, Kiana Olivia Henry, Sean Joseph Hewitson, Finn Thomas Higgins, Michael Konstantinos Hillis, Sarah Madison Holden, Tyler Joseph Hoppy, Kaylee Brianne Horrigan, Abigail Horvath, Jack Thomas Insana,
Nicoletta Grace Iovine, Noah Tyler Jackson. I'll say it again. Nicoletta, yes. Nicoletta Grace Iovine. Noah Tyler Jackson. Lola Jacoby. Michael Louis Gennady. Alexander Robert Jans. Brian Jeffrey Jarsky. Adam Leonard Kalantarov. Amanda Claire Kamerdiner. Sophia Lynn Karagelis. Alexander William Karas. Kayla Ashley Kavanaugh. Ryan Jack Keene. Aiden Joseph Kavani. Aiden Cooper Kelch. Aiden James Kelly. Kaylee Ryan Kennedy. Jackson Lewis Keon. Zachary Tay Kim. Peter Brennan Knight. Caitlin Jamie Knights. James Henry Kogan. Annalisa Madison Cohn. William Joseph Kratzky. William Ernest Krieg. Elizabeth Riley Kubat. Dominic Anthony Kuffner. Brianna Elizabeth Coons, Jennifer Caitlin Kuchera, Carly Alexa Land, Oliver Langer, Gabriella Rose Laspiza, Christopher Latham, Stephen Thomas Latham, Casey Unsa Lee. We would now like to invite our Board of Education Secretary, Mrs. Cher Lepre, to step forward and present the diploma to her son, Ryan Michael Lepre. Michael James Lurch, Paige Nicole Listingi, Isabella Marie Levinas, Damien John Lichtoir, Kira Julia Lichtoir, Leo Lynn, Benjamin Conrad Lopez, Joseph Nicholas Lopez, Tyler William Lopez, Aiden Lorenzo, Daniela Grace Lucci, Elena Quinn Lunds, Emma Sydney Macaroni, Ella Rebecca Macri, Haley Shea Madden, Christina Marie Maggio, Nicholas James Maney, Casey Erin Manning, Kayla Marie Manza, Owen Scott Monzo,
Sophia Grace Marin, Anthony Joseph Margiata, Christian Marco Tullio Marmo, Stephen Rodolfo Marquez, Andre Carl Martin, Jessica Masciovecchio, Sienna Rose Massimi, Owen Franco Matassa, Kaylee Grace McCabe, Owen James McCann, Kelsey Brooke Myra McCarthy, Michael Robert McCarthy, Taryn Siobhan McColgan, Megan Grace McGarity, Connor William McGibney, Bella Irene McGlynn, Shannon Kate McMenamin, Emily Faith McVeigh, Alexander Julian Medford, Ryan Edward Menner, Gavin Patrick Meskel, Juliana Ruth Mireles, Ariana Mackenzie Masillo, Jordan Nicole Malia, Jessica Elizabeth Masita, Cole Collins Mitchell, Michelle Ann Mitchell, Sophia Rose Moringer, Alexander Vincent Malenko, Nicholas Andres Molina, Thea Loretta Mondello, Luis Xavier Moreno, Mariah Linda Marisi, Gavin Scott Morris, Cassidy May Morrow, Kaya Jade Muller, Julia Ruth Murphy, Patrick Ryan Murphy, Tristan James Murphy, Nicholas Christopher Mascara, Angelina Marie Napolitano, Gabriella Nicole Nemes, Colin Joseph Neubauer, Dylan Michael Newman, Scott Peter Nolan, Mateo Obregon, Samantha Yvette Ofido, Emily Madeline Ogorek, Caitlin Marie Ogorek, Frank Richard Otranto, Robert Jordan Payton, Edward Yuan Pan, Bridget Anita Parks, Emma Rose Parks, Jack Robert Parks, Anthony Charles Pestier, Michael Gerald Patterson,
Emma Nicole Pedalino, Ava Lucy Perakakis, Sienna Michelle Perino, Brandon Michael Perticone, Justina Marie Perugini, Jamie Lynn Petrullo, Matthew Jason Pettis, Connor James Pineda, Joseph Vincenzo Pistone, Dylan Joseph Pomilio, Mark Anthony Powell, Katerina Pramataris, Isabel Victoria Provenzano, Joseph Pridwicki, Kira Marie Somas, Aiden Dennis Queenan, Lillian Grace Raya, Jeffrey Philip Ram, Daniela Renee Rossi, Domenica Franca Rossi, Shannon Elizabeth Riley, John James Remsen, Gabriel Santiago Rincon Moran, Shay Elizabeth Ringel, Brian Rivas, Jake Dominic Rodriguez, Catherine Li Ling Rodriguez, Jason William Romance, Vincent Edward Romano, Frank Joseph Romano Jr., Christian Sebastian Rude, Adam James Rossi, Isabella Nicole Rosillo, Rachel Hannah Rothke, Luke John Rubino, Sarah Elizabeth Ryan, Peyton Ann O'Brien Salambier, Paul Salvo, Delaney Rose Sampson, William Austin Sander, Nicholas Robert Sangemino, Anthony Lorenzo Santa Barbara, Julia Anna Santa Maria, Maria Grace Santangelo, Madison Carla Santarelli, Shaylin Santiago, Michael Anthony Santospirito, Ashley Elizabeth Sarandrea, Kira Lauren Scanapieco, Leonardo Scarangelino, Kaylee Erin Shep, Michaela Denise Schiavello, Alexa Jade Schneff, Emily Julia Swikert, William Ryan Skirba, Dylan Maddox Selvaggi, Orad Nathan Saraji,
Shira Kioma Shore, Nicholas John Patrick Signoretti, Angelina Marie Siriani, Matthew Aaron Sloves, Jack Lewis Smar, Alexander Paul Smith, Brady James Smith, Michael Benjamin Snow, Nuha Kandakar Soha, Benjamin William Sokolov, Sarah Isabella Solomon, Molly Grace Solnick, Lucia Marie Spuches, William Jack Squires, L. Michaela Stagnita, Frank Stewart Steenkamp, Kristen Donna Stalzer, Madison Stark, Gage Christian Stegner, Jamie Rose Stahl, Emily Sullivan, Larson E. Sullivan, Vanessa Maria Sultana, Christina Michelle Tallerini, Sarah Victoria Tamke, Anne Catherine Taylor, Faye Evelyn Taylor, Isabella Mary Taylor, Madeline Patricia Taylor, Mason Rose Taylor, Kira Grace Temme, Elizabeth Marie Terranova, Naomi Grace Tesorieri, Gianluca Tamarchi, Nikki Rose Tompkins, Sarah Juliet Tona, Wesley Toribio, Jackson Tuholsky, Madison Tuholsky, Timothy James Tuozo, Ryan John Uberti, Adam Jonah Uvedov, Mariella Vaca, Amber Sky Valadas Medina, Marissa Rose Valvo, Riley Grace Van Aaron, Michael Van Roten III, Tyler Antonio Van Wy, Katya Vardulius, Tyler Aaron Valalta, Matthew James Vitucci, Jack Robert Vogel, Emma Elizabeth Van Bargen, Michael Vukelik. And now we'd like to invite our Board of Education President, Ms. Carrie Wachter, to step forward to present her son his diploma. Nathan Peter Wachter. Shaylee Angela Walsh. Sydney Alexis Walinkus. Timothy Michael Wallace. Ryan James Walsh. Evan Michael Walters. Caitlin Olivia Ward. Isabel Rose Warshaw. Noah Aspen Weber. Juliana Casey Welling. Olivia Ray Williman. Sage Olivia Young. Brendan A. Youngling.
Can we get a round of applause for all of our graduates? We express our appreciation to the Massapequa School District staff, the MHS staff, Central Administration, the Board of Education, and the community of Massapequa for their service and support that you have provided to our graduating class from kindergarten through high school. Special thanks to Mr. Brzezinski for his excellence in organizing and planning our graduation ceremony. Thank you to all the parents and the families for raising outstanding individuals, for your support, and for your support of our school system. Before we end the evening, I would just like to take a moment to recognize an individual who's up on stage tonight who will be retiring from Massapequa Schools in August. Mr. Robert Schilling grew up in Massapequa, attended Carmen Road Elementary and Eastlake Elementary. He attended had a junior high school and graduated from Berner High School. He's worked in the Massapequa schools for 26 years in a variety of administrative positions, and he is currently our Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources. He is the most senior member of our administrative team and often plays the role of historian since he's so familiar with Massapequa and its schools. I'd like to thank him for his years of leadership and dedication and commitment, not only to the district and its staff, but also to me. He's a role model for hard work, integrity, and always has an open door for questions and assistance when needed. We are sorry to see him leave Massapequa schools, but wish him the best in his retirement. I know he will enjoy it. So please join me in congratulating Mr. Robert Schilling on his retirement. Okay, seniors, this is it. It's time to make it official now. Please stand. Class of 2025, as a gesture of your graduation, please move your tassels on your caps from the right to the left side. You are now officially graduates of Massapequa High School. Congratulations. Go ahead, you can toss those caps up in the air. Woo! Once a chief, always a chief. Good luck to all you do in the future. We extend each of you a fond farewell, express our best wishes for the future, and hope that you have a great summer. Everyone, parents, please have a good night and get home safely. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you. Yeah, there was. All right.